Language learners, the end of the year is approaching. It's a great time to reflect on your language learning wins from across this year, and also to start laying down a blueprint for what you want to start doing or start doing differently in 2026. I've been reflecting recently on my small wins, and I remember telling you guys many months ago, perhaps around the beginning of the year, that I wanted to put humanity back at the center of my practice and make sure I wasn't spending too much time on devices or online, but actually having conversations with people and overcoming some of those language challenges and barriers in daily life. And I think I accomplished that. I initiated more small talk with complete strangers and made some friends. And I also joined in, for example, because my daughter goes to school here in China and her school life is all in Chinese. That was an opportunity for me to practice. So I joined in parent-teacher meetings and spoke at those meetings all in Chinese, which I was very proud of. I know I wasn't perfectly fluent and I know I didn't understand everything, but taking part, being fully engaged, trying my best, made me proud. And then also, just a few days ago, I had the chance to teach my daughter's class. My daughter, she's almost 5. She's in what we would call kindergarten in the States. They refer to as preschool. Oh, no, I have that backwards. What we would call preschool in the States, they call kindergarten here in China. But basically, my daughter's almost 5, so I joined her class to teach a lesson. But all of the students, except my daughter and one other child, speak no English. They only speak Chinese. So I taught the lesson in Chinese, and it was fun to see the kids laugh and giggle a little bit at my poor Chinese, but they were able to understand me and listen to me and gain from the lesson. So I helped them to choose an English name and learn how to say "my name is" in English. And then I met with each of them to help them write it and understand how to say it and how to match it to the Chinese characters. So that, these types of things, they might seem small to some of you, but if you really meditate on them to extract the meaning from it, like if you sort of savor the moment, go deeply into it, what does it mean? Those small wins really matter and they really add up. And I think sometimes people overlook them because they're hoping for something that's super grand, super sparkly, like one day that's going to be a game changer. They're aiming for something really big, and they're missing the fact that in most of their days throughout the year, they're pretty much like online, not making any friends at all, not communicating to anybody real, just playing a lot of phone games or whatever, and saying that they're learning X language, but they're not really conversing with anybody really. And so for me, there's a dangerous intersection of language learning and technology. We know it can do great things, but it can also kind of trick you into spending a lot of time with no people in your real physical presence. So you got to be really careful how you use technology with language learning. And sometimes it's just best to just put it away and connect with other people. So that's kind of what I was trying to do this year with my language learning. And I'm also really proud that we hosted online language card game events for language learners across the year. I think we had somewhere around 40 games this year. I posted all the screenshots on my Instagram, and I plan to keep on doing that in 2026. I'm trying to brainstorm how we can do it even better and reach more people and serve more people. We have groups right now for Japanese, Spanish, Turkish, and Mandarin. And what I find is that a lot of people say they're interested. They even sign up to play. They tell me their name, their email address. Sometimes we even chat about their language learning problems, and they say they'll be at the game, and then they don't show up at the game, and then they make some weak excuse, or maybe no excuse at all. Maybe they don't contact me anymore. So I don't take it personally, but what I fear is that a lot of people nowadays, they're more non-committal than ever before, especially the types of people that you make friends with online. They can be even more flaky. I think if you meet people in real life, the bond tends to get stronger more quickly because you've seen each other face to face and you've gave your word on something, right? But meeting people online, texting back and forth, trying to make arrangements, I think people feel that's not, they don't need to take it as seriously as real life. So what I think a lot of people need to do to become better language learners and just better people is to socialize with people more, and also just keep your promises, keep your word to people. Sign up to do things, join events, serve your community, and make sure you be there, make sure you show up and deliver. And it could be something small, but those small things really add up when you think about all those chances, all those opportunities you have across the year. Leave me down below some of your language learning wins. I'd love to chat with you about them. And if you want to learn more details about how my friends and I are helping to serve language learners all over the world, you can visit languagecardgames.com. We're hosting free online card game events. They're open to all levels, and we usually have a high level or native level speaker of the TL in the room when we play. And we are playing with real people in real time, getting to know each other. So it's not just like texting in a a typical game room or chat room or something. Actually, we put our primary focus is on people and on conversation, and the game is just kind of a vehicle or a context or an excuse to get together. But we're around the virtual table and we're really there, present, listening to each other. Leave me your wins down below, and you can also tell me some plans that you want to lay down for 2026. All right, I hope to see you back here in the next one. Bye-bye for now.